Hi guys, it's Jeff here, the Photographer's Mentor, and in this short video I'm going to talk about your photography website in 2023 and how Google's latest helpful content update can really affect your website getting found in the searches. So I've recently produced a book called Help My Photography Website Needs More Customers. This is the book here. You can find it on Amazon, and this includes everything that I'm going to be talking about and a lot more. It talks about branding, website development, how to create a website that converts visitors into paying customers. So please go and check that out. It can be probably the best investment you make for your website and your business this year. So why do portfolio websites not really work? So traditionally, most photographers have had what I call a portfolio style website. So these websites are very image based. There's hardly any text on them. And the text that they have, is very vague. It doesn't give a lot of information to the consumer. And what you need to remember is that your customer is a consumer. They're not a photographer. So they don't look at the images that you display the same way as we look at images when we go to photographers' websites. How a consumer judges your expertise, your authority, your skills, and what it's like, your customer service, and to do business with you is from the text and the way your website presents itself and communicates. And this is what Google looks for now. Google is looking for helpful content. Hence, its latest update is called the Helpful Content Update. Now, I encourage photographers to build what is called a scroll to a sale website. And you'll see lots of businesses do this, from hotels to car manufacturers to marketing companies. A lot of big businesses now, in fact, most businesses utilize a scroll to a sale website. And a scroll to a sale website effectively captures the visitor's interest straight from the minute they land on the homepage. It empathizes with them, sells the benefits of the products and services that business is trying to sell. It creates desire, qualifies them with a price, and ultimately gets them to take action. Because if your website isn't getting people to book you, leave their email address, make a purchase, or call your phone, then your website isn't working. You don't want your website just to be a gallery of pretty pictures that doesn't send people to actually do something. Because if people come into your website, then hit the back button without doing anything, then your website's failed. That phone hasn't rang, you haven't had an email come through, you haven't had a booking, somebody hasn't gone to your online calendar and scheduled a headshot or a portrait session. So your website got to produce results. It's not just a gallery of pretty pictures. So what is Google's helpful content update, and what is Google looking for? So Google recently said that it's looking for websites that provide a fantastic, great customer experience. Websites that are written for people and not for search engines. So Google has said that it is putting less emphasis on SEO, search engine optimization, and keywords, less emphasis on backlinks, and more emphasis on the customer experience, answering the customer's questions, providing everything the customer wants to know to make an informed purchase. Now, think about this. If you were going to book a holiday abroad, you were going to go away to a really nice resort with the family, and if you went to a website and it just had a logo, and then it had, Jamaica's #1 luxury resort, and a couple of paragraphs of text, if that, and then everything else was images, how would that leave you feeling? Would you make that booking if you didn't know what facilities they had, what type of food they had, what type of rooms they have, what time you can check in and what time you can check out? How much is it going to cost you? What sort of services is it kid friendly? All this information the consumer needs to know when they come to a website. But as photographers, we think all we have to do is put some pictures on there and people will buy. Our clients are consumers. They need content, and Google understands that, and that is why it created the helpful content update, because it wants to be known as the search engine that gives people what they want. It answers their questions, leaves them feeling inspired, fulfilled, having a great experience on a website, and ultimately answering their questions and helping them make a purchase. So what is Google looking for? Google has said it classifies a lot of websites by this acronym EEAT, so EAT effectively. And that is, E stands for experience, the second E is expertise, A is authority, and T is trust. So does your website show experience, expertise, authority, and trust? If you just have images on your website, you can't really show that. Yes, you can show you're a good photographer, but you can't say what the experience is like working with you and your experience as a photographer. You can't demonstrate your expertise. Yes, your pictures look nice, but do the clients know what it's like your services is like, what it's like to work with you? Your authority, where you're positioned within the industry, the people that you've worked for, the awards that you've won, the number of years you've been in business, the number of shoots that you've done, the number of reviews that you've got on your Google My Business page. And trust, where does trust come from? Trust comes from guarantees. Trust comes from 5-star testimonials and reviews. And I would go as far as to say, if you have a testimonials page on your website, then get rid of it, because it's not doing you any good. 90% of your website traffic will come in through your homepage and leave through your homepage. But you don't want them to leave through your homepage until they've hit one of those call to action buttons. They've booked a consultation, they've left their email address, they've picked up the phone, or they've just gone straight into your calendar from your homepage and scheduled a photo shoot. So your website should go through a natural progression. It should instantly, when somebody lands on your homepage, create interest, look visually stunning, and tell people what you do, and more importantly, what you do for them. It should empathize with them and sell the experience, showcase your expertise, and sell the benefits of what you do as a photographer. Give your authority and let them know you're the right person for the job, and show them their trust with your testimonials. You should also qualify them with price, and price is a really big thing to have on your website. A lot of people are frightened to put a price on a website, but thinking about it as a consumer, would you purchase on a website if it didn't have any price? It's one of the first things you want to know. You don't have to put your full price list on there, but I would recommend at least having a from price. So you could say weddings from £2,500, headshots shoots from $250. What that acts is a price qualifier. It means if somebody comes to your website, they've read all the stuff, they've got excited, and they pick up the phone, or they send you an email, or they book a session, you know that they're qualified to your minimum spend. It reduces the tire kickers, the freebie hunters, and the people who waste your time. So what else is Google looking for? It's looking for websites that are secure. So is your website security and all your certificates up to date? Have you got all your other things in place, like your GDPR, your terms and conditions? Speed. Is your website super fast loading? Remember that most people now are visiting websites through mobile phones. It's all about the scroll. Everything needs to be on that homepage because that's going to be the most visited page. So is your website mobile friendly across every device? Have you connected it to Google Search Console? And have you got a Google business page? And are you getting reviews from your customers on your Google business page? Because funny enough, Google, likes to see people supporting their own platform, the Google business page and the Google Search Console. Video is a great medium to explain what you do and how you do it to your customers. So Google loves video as well. If you can do behind the scenes video of what it's like to have a portrait shoot, you can do a walkthrough. Customers arrive at your studio, you can see you greeting them, having the shoot, them sitting down with a coffee, going through the pictures, going through the images, making their selection, and then opening their album or looking at their framed pictures. That shows the whole experience in maybe 30 seconds or a minute. So Google loves interactive video that show behind the scenes and what it's like to do business with you. Testimonials, like I said, lots of testimonials, guarantees, and FAQs. Get some FAQs on your homepage because these are really good for SEO and for search, because people are typing in, how do I have a portrait shoot? What should I wear for a portrait shoot? These are questions that people are typing into Google anyway. So if you've got those on your website and your homepage, that's going to help with your rankings. And it's also going to answer your customers' questions. Now, I'm just going to quickly share an example of a really good scroll to a sale homepage or scroll to a sale website that my website company, thephotographers.suite.com, we specialize in scroll to sale websites for photographers. We've just designed for a pet photographer in the US. So I'll quickly pop over and show you this. So here you can see straight away, I come to the homepage on this website and I can see what the photographer does. Inspiring pet photography. There's no doubt this is a pet photographer because there's a dog there. It tells you what she does and where she's located straight away. And then underneath, a call to action, book a consultation, because Michaela wants people to book a consultation. And then he's that first part of a trust and authority, 100% satisfaction guarantee, 5-star customer rated, and individualized location selection. Now, Michaela isn't talking about herself here. She's empathizing and speaking to a client straight away. What are clients' worries? What happens if my dog's not well behaved? Doesn't matter. Michaela talks about it in this part of her website. So she's straight away empathizing, creating desire, and speaking her client's language. She shows her expertise by, it doesn't matter if your dog can't be off the lead because we can get rid of the lead in Photoshop and still create amazing, stunning pictures. Then testimonials. Yeah, they're no good on a testimonials page. They need to be on your homepage where people can see them. And now she sells the benefits of pet photography, because how stunning are these pictures going to look on display in every room in your home? Amazing, beautiful pet photographs that you're going to look back at, and they're going to give you a great sense and a great feeling every time you look at them. It shows your pet's true personality. How do you book a session and how easy is it? Well, it's easy as 1, 2, 3. Remember, people may never have had a portrait session before, so they know that they have a free consultation. They book the session, they have their shoot, and then they view the pictures and select what they want. Then Michaela talks about herself, but she doesn't talk about how long she's been into photography and what her favorite camera is, because that's not of interest to her ideal clients. Her clients are dog lovers and outdoorsy people. So Michaela makes that connection in her little about section here on the homepage. And then she qualifies by price. She lets them know that her session fee is $399. So as long as you've got $399 to spend, well, then you can book a session with Michaela. And then she gets them to take action. And that is a scroll to sale homepage, guys. And that is what you need to be having on your website. Forget the portfolio website. Write for customers. Don't write for search engines. And you'll be on the right side of Google. So like I said, if you want to find out more about it, check out my book, Help, My Photography Website Needs More Customers. I've put as much information as I can. It's absolutely packed with a step-by-step guide on how you can implement this all into your own website and convert more of your website visitors into paying customers, because that's what we want. Hope you found it useful, guys. Please do subscribe, leave any comments in the comments below, and look forward to seeing you on the next video. Thanks again.